Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Wednesday, May 28th, 2025. Let's take a look at the Forex economic calendar for today. Overnight data were quite important because we got the Reserve Bank of New Zealand interest rate decision. As expected, Reserve Bank of New Zealand cut the interest rate from 3.50 to 3.25, so we will definitely take a look at the technical situation of the New Zealand dollar. Together with the interest rate decision, monetary policy statement and rate statement had been issued as well. What else do we have during the London session? French consumer spending, GDP, non-farm payrolls, and the other data from France are scheduled for release at 8:45. 5 to 10, there is a bunch of data from the German unemployment change and unemployment rate. At noon, OPEC meeting will start. 3 hours later, we got FOMC member Williams to give a speech, and at 5 o'clock, we got Bank of England MPC member Peel to give a speech as well. 5-year note auction will take place at 6 o'clock. At 7 o'clock, we got another Reserve Bank of New Zealand press conference. The major event of the US session is the FOMC meeting minutes release, scheduled for release, of course, at 8 o'clock as usual, and at 10:30 we got the API weekly crude oil stock data release. So pretty nice trading day because the volatility might be quite high. We got some data releases. During the Asian session. London session looks quite good as well, and of course everyone will be waiting on the FOMC meeting minutes from the last meeting. So without any further ado, let's take a look at the charts. We start with New Zealand dollar. The New Zealand dollar 4-hour time frame chart is showing us very characteristic candle. This is of course the interest rate decision time, so we got this kind of a weird pin bar. Nevertheless, the overall situation here on the New Zealand dollar is quite clear. We got very nice technical resistance located at 6,024, and we got very nice technical support located roughly at the level of 5,831. So that's the technical support. We can of course make some sort of the demand zone. 5,855 is the upper demand zone, and the market has been trading like this for almost second part of the April and almost all May. So that's the situation on the New Zealand dollar. If we place a trend line here, let's make it orange. Obviously, if we place a trend line here, we can see that the market dips are being bought by the bulls. Nevertheless, they don't have too much momentum to break above 6,024, and the second zone we got here on this chart is of course 6,017. So there is only a few pips, like 5-6 pips away from each other, and that constitutes the supply zone on the 4-hour time frame chart. We tested the 100 periods moving average during the data release, but the data release was exactly as everyone expected, so there is no surprise here, and the market now is making some sort of the inside bar, because if you take a look here on the 4-hour time frame pin bar on the New Zealand dollar, you can see the range. The today's range is located between 5,919 and 5,974. So unless we will get some kind of a breakout out of this daily range, we cannot really say anything about the situation on the New Zealand dollar, except that the fact that it is right now a sideways market. So that's the situation on the New Zealand dollar. Let's go back to the majors. Euro dollar 4-hour time frame chart deteriorates even further. So right now, this is the biggest correction to the downside as far as I can see. Let me just place my range tool. So we got the price range, and the price range from the top to the bottom these days. Let me just make it here. It's roughly around 1.08, and if we place the price range tool on the previous correction, it's 1.20. Okay, so it's not the biggest one just yet, but it's very, very close to be the biggest correction in this movement to the upside. So right now they're almost equal. Just a tiny bit is needed for this market to move lower, and then the bounce is of course possible. Maybe they will test the 100 periods moving average and then bounce. However, the market is making a very sharp decline in the momentum. As you can see here, we broke below the level of 50. Let me mark the level of 50 here. We broke below this level a little bit. There you go. We broke up below it. So short term, bears are in charge of the market on the euro, the dollar, and they are aiming for the level of the 30 points to hit the extremely oversold conditions. So in that situation, we can even test the 1.1210, and that would mean the up movement had been completed. The first part of the up movement had been completed, or it's still a part of the wave 4. For now, the low for the wave 4, the bottom for the wave 4 is 1.1066, and we will stick to this scenario. This is the bottom. Now the market might be moving higher, might be developing the wave, the last wave in this cycle, the wave 5. We are still waiting for it because there are some data from the Japan. Let's take a look at the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, and we got nice bounce after the breakout below the trend line here, the orange color. After the breakout below the 100 periods moving average, we went down towards the extremely oversold market conditions on a 4-hour time frame chart, and this bullish engulfing pattern roughly around the level of 142.30 giving us some kind of a clue that market wants to bounce finally, and the bounce happened towards 100 periods moving average, which is 144.76, and there is of course the technical resistance just above it. So right now you can see that the market is getting rejected from this level. The second kind of a, let's say, candle, let's say pin bar, is in progress right now. So if there is a red bar here, red candle, and there is a pin bar kind of a or pin bearish pattern, then of course we might say that the bears are trying to push the prices lower. However, the momentum is still nice, 58 points, 59 even, almost 60 points right now, which means the momentum is strong, it's positive. Bulls are in charge of the market. They are trying to break higher, but so far they failed. If they break higher, of course the test of the trend line from the below might happen, and even the test of this technical level here. Let me just make it, there you go, and even the test of this level here might be possible. This is the level of 146.11. Gold market, anyone? There you go. The gold market has been rejected from the trend line, moved away from this trend line towards the 100 periods moving average, and right now it's consolidating the recent gains, roughly around 3,306, just below the level of 50 on the momentum. So again, any breakout below the technical support and any breakout below the 100 periods moving average opens the road towards 3,203, and of course this might be in line with the extremely oversold conditions on a 4-hour time frame chart as we go down from the extremely overbought conditions. So right now gold market is a little bit quiet, a little bit less violent. The uptrend is still valid, but the ABC correction looks like it's only the part of the more complex and time-consuming correction, so we need to wait for the bulls to decide exactly where they want to go. The first clue comes with that trend line breakout, obviously. And last but not least, let's take a look at the Bitcoin. We got our trading range here. As you can see, the market keeps trading inside of the range. Recently we just let's say moved a little bit higher than this trading range is, towards $110,000. Nevertheless, it's still the trading range, and there is no shame in marking this trading range here and waiting for a breakout. As you can see, market keeps hovering just above the level of 50. It went up towards the level of 60 on the momentum scale on 4-hour time frame chart. Nevertheless, it moved back very, very Quickly, let me just adjust our levels. The local high is, there you go, this is the one. It's just a marginal change. Anyway, so right now we are trading inside of the old supply zone, and it looks like the partial distribution for me. This kind of let's say behavior might be observed here. It's getting too time consuming. Too much of time consuming is going on here, because the price wise we are inside of the range. We are trading sideways. It happened before, and then of course when the sideways trading was exhausted, market went higher. Nevertheless, please notice that as long as we stay above the 100 periods moving average, the outlook in short term remains bullish. Okay. Only a breakout out of the range to the downside below the 100 periods moving average and below this level here, 106,513, gives us a clue that the market wants to go lower towards the next demand zone, which might be, of course, which might be corresponding with the extremely oversold market conditions. Otherwise, the situation on the Bitcoin looks very good for the bulls in the short term, mid term, and in the long term. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.